Okay, guys. I'll do every problem on the page. I think it was page 40, right? Yeah. Okay. This one we did in class. This one, let me get my pen ready. Okay. This one, if I know y is equal to x minus 8, then I can take out y from the second one and make it x minus 8. And I write the whole equation just like it would be, except I've substituted in x minus 8 for y because they're the same thing. Okay, from there, I'm going to make this side my x's and this side my numbers. So I've got an x, a number, and a number. So I'm going to send this over to the right side because that gets rid of it over there. And I get 9 on this side. Okay. I'm going to add 2x to this side to get rid of it over here. But if I add 2x, I have to add it over here. I get 3x equals 9. Divide by 3. X equals 3. I'm going to use this information back at the top and plug in x equals 3 right there. So y equals 3 minus 8. Y equals negative 5. So my answer is 3 comma negative 5. And that is the answer. Okay, next one. I know that y is equal to 3x minus 2. So I can, in this equation, I'm going to take out y. I'm going to plug in. I'm going to substitute in 3x minus 2 equals x plus 10. I'm going to subtract x from this side and move it over here. I'm going to add 2 on this side and add it over here.
Do you have the shorts?
Okay, so that makes it 12. These get rid of each other. These get rid of each other. 2x equals 12 divided by 2. X equals 6. I use that information and I'll plug it into either one, but this one seems easy. Y equals x is 6, so instead of x plus 10, 6 plus 10. Y equals 16. All right, so my answer is 6 for the x and 16 for the y. You always put x, y in that order. All right, 16 and 6, is that on the answer sheet? Yes, it is. All right, next one. All right, y is equal to negative x minus 5, so 2x plus, instead of y down here, I'm going to write negative x minus 5 equals 5. Okay, so 2x positive times a negative is a negative x. Positive times a negative is a negative 5 equals 5. 2x minus x is x minus 5 equals 5. I'm going to send that 5 over to the other side. X equals 10. All right, so I'm going to use this information and plug it back into here. Y equals negative 10 minus 5. Y equals negative 15. The answer is 10 for x, negative 15 for y. Okay, number 3, or whatever this is. All right, this one's interesting. It tells us what x is equal to. X is equal to 2y minus 2. So I can plug that in up for that x. So 5, not 5x, but 5 times 2y plus 2. I'm substituting in 2y plus 2 for the x. Minus y equals 10. 10y plus 10. Multiply, multiply. 10y plus 10 minus y equals 10. I'm going to combine these two really quickly. 9y plus 10 equals 10. Subtract the 10, move it to the other side. This always confuses kids. 9y equals 0. Just treat 0 like any other number. So 9y equals 0. Divide by 9. Y equals 0. All right, if y equals 0, I'm going to use that and plug it back in right there. Then x equals 2 times 0 plus 2, because the y used to be right there. So x equals 0 plus 2, x equals 2. So we have 2 comma 0. All right, next one. All right, x equals negative 2y plus 1, so we know what x is worth. X is worth that. So we're going to plug that in for that x. Negative 3 times negative 2y plus 1 plus 4y equals 7. Negative 3 times negative 2y is 6y minus 3 plus 4y equals 7. 10y minus 3 equals 7. I just combined these two really quick and put them on the same team. And then I'm going to add the 3 over here to get rid of it and send it to the other side. 10y equals 10. Divide by 10. Y equals 1. A lot of work just to figure out what y equals 1. So I'm going to use this and plug this in right there. So x equals negative 2 times y plus 1, but the y is 1, so x equals negative 2 times 1 plus 1. X equals negative 2 plus 1. X equals negative 1. So the answer is negative 1 comma positive 1. We always write the x first. And is that there? Good. All right, next one. Right away, I know what y is equal to. Y is equal to x minus 9. So I can write x equals 3, but instead of y, I can write in x minus 9 plus 9. Do my distribution. 3 times x is 3x. 3 times negative 9 is negative 27 plus 9. Negative 27 plus 9 is negative 18, so 3x minus 18. I'm going to go ahead and send the 3x to the other side. So it gets rid of it over here. And I get negative 18 equals negative 2x. I'm going to divide by negative 2. X equals positive 9, because I see 2 negatives, so that makes it a positive. So if x is 9, and I plug in 9 for right there for the x, because I know what it is, then y equals 9 minus 9. Y equals 0. So 9 comma 0. All right. This one's kind of tough. All right, there's a couple ways to do this. I'm just going to show you this way first, but there's an easier way to do it. Let's say this equation, we talked about this in the class. This equation, we decided we're going to divide everything by 2. So I get x equals negative 2y plus 5. And now I know what x equals, negative 2y plus 5. All right, so I'll go to the other equation and say 2 times negative 2y plus 5 minus 2y equals 4. So if that's what x equals, I can take it out of that equation. So I get negative 4y plus 10 minus 2y equals 4. Negative 4y minus 2y is negative 6y plus 10 equals 4. I'm going to subtract 10 from both sides to get rid of it, to send it to the other side. And I get negative 6y equals negative 6. Divide by negative 6. Y equals positive 1. All right, so if y equals 1, if y equals 1, I'm going to send it up to right here. Seems like the easiest place to put it. I can put it anywhere else. That x equals negative 2 times positive 1 for y plus 5. X equals negative 2 plus 5. X equals positive 3. So the answer is 3 comma positive 1. These are hard. We're going to backtrack big time this week. Okay, this one, I'm going to rearrange a little bit. I'm going to take, I'm going to take this 2x and send it over to this other side. So I'm going to subtract it from this side and subtract it from this side. So now I get to turn this equation into y equals 4 minus 2x. So now I know what y equals. I know y is equal to 4 minus 2x. So I'm going to use this and plug that in to right there. So x minus 3 times, and I know what y is, 4 minus 2x equals 9. Now I just got to go x minus 12, because negative 3 times 4 is negative 12. Negative 3 times negative 2x is positive 6x. That could be tricky. Equals 9. All right, I'm going to add 9. I'm going to add 12 onto both sides. This gets rid of it over here, and I get 21. X plus 6x is 7x equals 21. Divide by 7. x equals 3. Okay, so if x equals 3, then I'm going to go right here. Y is equal to 4 minus 2x, but I know x is 3, so y equals 4 minus 2 times 3. Y equals 4 minus 6. Y equals negative 2. So the answer is 3 comma negative 2. Okay, let's see. 3 more problems? Okay, let's see here. How can I do this? Oh, okay. I'm going to take the first one, 4x plus y equals 3. And I'm going to rearrange it. I'm going to subtract 4x from this side and subtract it over here. And the reason why I'm going to do that, it gets rid of it over here, and I get the equation y equals 3 minus 4x. Now I know what y equals. Okay, and I used it from, now I'm going to plug this y into this equation for this y. Because now I know y is equal to 3 minus 4x. So I have negative x plus 2, and instead of y, I'm going to say 3 minus 4x equals negative 3. Okay, let's see. Negative x plus 6 minus 8x, because this positive times a negative is a negative, equals negative 3. Negative x minus 8x is negative 9x plus 6 equals negative 3. I'm going to subtract the 6, and I get negative 9x equals negative 9. Divide by negative 9, x equals 1. All right, if x equals 1, then I see the simplest equation I can plug that into is right there. Y equals 3 minus 4x, but x is just 1, so y equals 3 minus 4 times 1. Y equals 3 minus 4. Y equals negative 1. So my problem answer is 1, negative 1. Okay, let's see. Next one. Okay, I'm going to subtract 2 from this side and subtract 2 from this side. For that one, I've rearranged it so I can get y equals 3x minus 2. That's kind of how I rearranged the top one and moved the 2 to the other side. So now I know what y equals. So since I know what y equals, I can plug it in right here. X minus 5 times 3x minus 2 equals 10. X minus 15x plus 10 equals 10. Negative 14x plus 10 equals 10. I'm going to subtract 10, and I get negative 14x equals 0. X equals 0, because if I divide by 14, negative 14, any 0 divided by anything is 0. So x equals 0. So if x equals 0, I can plug it into the simplest equation I have, which is right here. Y equals 3x minus 2. Y equals 3 times 0 minus 2. Y equals 0 minus 2. Y equals negative 2. All right, so the answer was 0, negative 2. Okay, and finally, last equation. Okay, let's see. Tough one. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start with my equation 5x. I'm going to change colors here. Does this help? Maybe lighter. 5x minus y equals 3, my first equation. I'm going to do some rearranging. I'm going to subtract 5x from this side and subtract 5x from that side. It gets rid of it over here, and I get negative y equals 3 minus 5x. I'm close. I don't want to know negative y. I want to know positive y. So I'm going to multiply this side by negative 1, and I'm going to multiply everything over there by negative 1 to switch the negative to a positive. So now I get positive y equals negative 3 plus 5x. This is super hard and honestly probably a little overboard. But now I know what y equals. So I did some rearranging and I know what y equals. Now tomorrow I'm going to show you an easier way to do this, but that's why I'm giving you the answer. Y equals negative 3 plus 5x. All right, now that I know what y equals, I'm going to plug it in to the other equation right there. 4x minus 2 times y, but y is negative 3 plus 5x equals 3. All right, 4x. Negative 2 times negative 3 is positive 6. Negative 2 times 5x is negative 10x equals 3. 4x minus 10x is negative 6x plus 6 equals 3. I'm going to subtract 6 to get rid of it here, and I get negative 6x equals negative 3. And I'm going to divide by negative 6. I'm just checking the answers to see if I'm still doing it right, but I am. All right. X equals negative 3 6. I got two negatives, so that makes it a positive. 3 6 is just 1/2. So x is 1/2. Ew, that's gross. Okay, 1/2. X is 1/2. Okay, let's see. I'm going to go up over to here, I guess, and say y equals negative 3 plus 5 times 1/2. Ew, this is gross. Y equals negative 3 plus 5 halves. Ew, okay, now I got to change them into fractions. So y equals negative 3, if I want to turn those into halves, is negative 6 halves plus 5 halves equals y is negative 1/2. So we got x is 1/2, y is negative 1/2. That was gross problem. Don't worry, we're not going to do anything that hard. But basically, if you were able to follow along with these problems and just kind of understand in concept what I was doing, then you're good. I'm not expecting you to do these all by themselves. Hopefully, just by writing them down, we're going to start from ridiculously easy tomorrow and build up to here again, but I just want to see you to see where we're going. So if you're already there, great. If you can do some of them, great. Again, like I said, you're at the end of the semester, basically. So, nice job. Also, just do this side. Don't do the other side. Okay, bring it tomorrow. Nice job.